Here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we are on a mission to banish poverty. And we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. I'll be heading over there in just a moment because in Facebook is where we see most of the comments. But we do see that we already have Lewis from Portugal in YouTube, and he's saying hi to everybody. It takes a little bit longer for the people in Facebook to get in because they have to wait until the broadcast starts, and there is a delay of about a minute before they actually see the broadcast coming through. I don't know whether that happens in YouTube and Twitch as well, but it definitely happens in Facebook. We are, as I say, a cloud nation. We have been around for about 3 years. We're an emerging nation. We've been putting in strong foundations, and we're now in a very good position to start expanding our economy. Let me get over to Facebook, where I can check that things are working as they should be. And when I get to Facebook, I'm looking for We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm going to make sure my speakers are off so we don't get any feedback. And I'm going to be looking for the 27th of April. So far, so good. If I click, and we should get the comments panel up. And okay, we're ready. We're ready and waiting for people in Facebook as well now. Yeah, expanding the economy of our community is a wonderful thing. We've been waiting for a couple of years for this to happen, and we're on the verge of getting that happening in a big way now. It's already started to pick up in different areas, but little by little. But as we get involved in some of the major projects we've got going, we are going to see the impetus take place, and that is going to create income which is going to boost our economy. The income is going to come from within, it's going to come from without, because we have options outside of our economy as well as within our economy. And as that income comes in and the economy grows, we'll become wealthier, and so will the citizens, because our currency will increase in liquidity and value. It'll enable us to become debt-free. We have debts to members who've helped us to keep going over the years in various ways. They'll be the first to benefit by getting repaid for their kindness, service, dedication, devotion, and love. And then, following that, we will be in a position to restructure the pool system we have very slightly, but very importantly, and I'm going to keep that as a secret, it's under wraps until we get there, and that will then enable us to help people, especially in third world countries where even $10 can make a massive difference, but we'll be able to make a bigger difference than that to people, and help people have the hope to escape from poverty. They can't escape it by people giving them money. They can't escape it by handouts. They have to escape it through understanding that there is a possibility and a potential for them not to live in poverty, to get out of that mindset. And we can help them in all ways as we move forward. So it's a very important year for us. Mark it in your calendar, everybody. 2023 is the year where We Share Abundance is going to start fulfilling its mission. Okay, and we've got Richard in from Devon, not very far from me. I'm in Cornwall. We're both in the southwest peninsula of the United Kingdom. But it's been a mixed day. been very pleasant at times and very wet at others. Okay, we've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. Um, and we got Andrew in from New Zealand, where, of course, it is already Friday morning. Yeah, I was wondering what day we were on for. Yeah, we're Thursday evening here. It will be Friday morning in New Zealand. This weekend is a bank holiday weekend for people in the UK. We have a May Day bank holiday on Monday. And then next weekend will be also a bank holiday weekend because we have the coronation celebration. Um, King Charles will be crowned on, I think it's the 6th, Saturday the 6th of May, as King of England. And he's already acceded to the throne, of course, on the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth, who was an amazing and wonderful servant to this country throughout the many years of her life. I don't think King Charles is ever going to be as popular as Queen Elizabeth um, was, but hopefully he'll be able to take on that mantle and be a wonderful ambassador for this great country. Okay, we've got Kingsley in from Manchester as well in the UK, and he's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. So thanks, Kingsley. Right, we're going to get started about now with a short prayer which is going to help you find the path to happiness. And then we're going to have a little affirmation which maintains our non separatist or helps to maintain our non separatist ideology. That ideology is that we don't see differences in people. We just recognize everybody as a human being, no matter what gender they are, what color, class, what country they're from, what their financial status is. None of it matters. They are human beings, and we're all one big family. And we're all unique, and so we all have something is unique we can offer to the community, and so we're all of equal value. Okay, the prayer, as I say, is to help us find the path to happiness. You can't buy it. No matter how much money you've got, you will not necessarily be happy. Happiness comes from loving service to others, and the great thing about that is when you dedicate yourself and forget the little self and expand that big self, that love that's within us all, into loving service to others, everything that you want and need in life will flow to you. You don't have to chase after money, which is really difficult and stressful. So that's what our prayer is about, and that's what our affirmation's about. So let's get started now, and then we'll get on to the updates, what's going on, what's happening. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you. And we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds that joy of service, and through service attracts true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, what have we got beyond that? We've been working hard in the background on various aspects. Deviani especially been tidying up a lot of things on those wonderful logins that we have available to you now. The, um, the admin area now has lots of functions and features that weren't there that will help us to maintain and approve and sustain the ads in a better way, and do various other bits and pieces. We wanted to get the login ads available to you, and they've been available for, I can't remember how long now, probably getting on for a week. And They are available through the Poverty Crusher plan, which is also going very well now. The other day, in fact, I got an email as admin saying I'd completed one of the matrices, and that just shows it's working because we're not doing any advertising or push for the Poverty Crusher plan, but all admin entries as well, even if we did, don't go under admin, they go under other people. So for us to complete a matrix means that we have been able to push other people through, and there are admin entries that are automatically created. I think they're being created at the rate of one or two a day now, helping people move through, even if they're passive. If you are passive in Poverty Crusher plan, it'll work for you, but I can't tell you when. I can't tell you how long it'll take. It'll vary from person to person, but it won't be fast. But we have people that are doing really well with the Poverty Crusher plan, helping a few people get started each month. You get 5 people each month started. You can make a fortune with the Poverty Crusher plan. It's only $5. You get people in for $5. They get login ads that they can use in We Share Abundance, also in Multiply Weether, to promote anything that they choose to thousands of members, and they get into this amazing compensation plan as well. So that's going really well. Been in further communication with the team. We are getting very, very, very close to placing an order. I've just got to go through a few final things now. We may have another chat with them. I'm not sure, but we're pretty certain that everything that we need from the point of view of linking the software from the game into We Share Abundance and into the compensation plan that we'll have built in to the games and everything else it is there and available. There's one or two little aspects of the game. It's a simple game, but it is a complex matter. And one thing that occurred to me this morning was with so much focus on AI now, there is a possibility of people cheating. You know, if they get a trivia question and it says, "What's the largest country in the world geographically," or something like that, they can go to their phone and they can say, "Hey Siri, what's the largest country in the world geographically?" And it's come up actually, Siri. But I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to activate it. But oh, just a minute. It's come up here without me intending it even, and it's come up very quickly, so they can get that from their phone. They can then put the answer in and cheat effectively because they didn't know the answer. They've looked it up. So what we're going to have to do is put a time, and it's going to be pretty quick. You're going to have to react quickly. You're going to have a question that comes up, going to be 5 answers. You've got to go, boom, pick the answer. And if you don't pick it in that short space of time, you're going to be struck out. Boom, that's one strike against you. You go on to the next question. You've got to answer it quick. If you don't do it in the right time and you don't get the right answer, it's another strike against you. And we've got to make it really fast because AI is only now starting and it's going to get faster and better. And we've got to be ahead of that with our game so that people can't cheat by using AI. Okay, we've got Buzina in as well from Edinburgh, up in Scotland. Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland, of course. So that's one thing we've been discussing today as well. We're going to be measuring the speed of people's answers in microseconds because let's suppose you answer 10 questions and somebody else answers 10 questions. Who's the winner? Well, the person that gets those 10 questions answered in the fastest possible time. And it might be, might be 1 millisecond, uh, but we will determine a winner. It's highly, highly unlikely that um, that we won't be able to divide them. And we're going to have to, even then, find a way to divide them if they are toe to toe on milliseconds. Because it's important we have winners. Because you win 7 games in a run, defeat 9 people 7 times, you win over $30,000. So that's wow, isn't it? Hey, wow. Right. So we're on that, and the order will be placed maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. I can't guarantee when, but it is that close. It is that close now. And when that order's placed, the share value will automatically go up. We'll not be selling shares at $100 anymore. They will go up to $150 if you want to buy shares once that order is placed. And they're going to go up each time we pass a phase in the development, which is going to take roughly 3 months. We might have a test site up for you to play prior to the 3 months, but effectively it's going to be around 3 months before we're ready to go live with it. It's going to cost more than I had hoped it would, but it's going to be an amazing platform for both fun and profit and expansion. And it will be an amazing addition to our in-house opportunities, ways that we raise capital, we create income, and expand our economy, improve our gross national product, the wealth of our community. We also have a powerful marketing campaign that is getting very, very close to being launched. I was hoping it was going to get launched in January. We are now heading into May almost, and it's taken once again longer than I would have hoped, but nevertheless, we will get there, and it will be right when it's launched, and it's going to have the same magical effect of creating income for WeShare Abundance, probably faster than the trivia game will. But in time, trivia game is going to produce far, far more ordinary marketing of the cash cow program. Okay. So that's where we're up to. We do have multiple income streams. We've always recommended these. We've always said these are the way forward for our members. And for anybody, even if you're not a member, actually, you and you're watching this, you need multiple income streams. And you need a way to promote them without diluting your focus. And you need some of them, if not all of them, to make sure that they are generating income for you passively and residually. And we have several, and two that we call our bankers are Vortic United, which is a very powerful system. There are systems out there that promise you more in terms of returns, but Vortic is very powerful. I mean, it can be up to 9% per week. I think it's 9%. Yeah, it is 9% per week. You can, in fact, improve on that by doing your own compounding, even though the plan may only, in theory, pay you 6% per week. With your own compounding through that plan, you can be more powerful than having a 9% per week plan. And Vortic is a banker. We've got a new plan, Incomation. We've not actually started in it ourselves yet, although we've been putting a lot of things into place for it. And it is already in your dashboard, and that is a nice steady stream of income in a pretty unique way, leveraging your capital. In other words, to make money out of trading is very, very difficult unless you've got at least $10,000 in capital, and that's doing it yourself, and it's learning it, and it's getting it right most of the time. And that isn't easy. But you need around 10,000 as a minimum to be trading on your own. The more you have, the greater your potential profit. Let's suppose you're making 3% a week and you've got $10,000 worth of capital. You're making $3 on 10,000, 3%, sorry, on $10,000, which is okay. It's better than having your money in the bank, but it's a lot of work and it's not a massive amount of profit. But if you had $100,000 and you're making 3%, that's 10 times as much for the same effort. And if you can get somebody to put that effort in for you instead of doing it yourself, it's even better. And that's what is available for a lot less than $10,000. You can have a $100,000 account being traded for you, making you money every day consistently. And better still, you can have a $200,000 account, which of course will make you twice as much for the same effort, the same system. And better still, you can have up to 7 different $200,000 accounts, all making you a lot of money. And if you get at that point, you're making something like $15,000 a month, totally passively. Maybe 14,000, maybe 15. Some weeks, some months. Sorry, it'll be more. Some months it might be a little bit less. But you're doing nothing for it, and it comes in month after month after month after month. And that's information. That's another one that we have. We have several others as well. One of them is Binance. Now, Binance is a great program. You can pay $50 one time, do nothing, and in time have a totally passive residual income. But it's the time. It's like it's over 5 years before you start getting paid, unless you're active in promoting. And most people that get involved in passive programs are either not very good at promoting or don't want to promote. But Binance have come up with something that is really, really special now. It's hard to get excited about a plan where you say, okay, I'm in it, but it's going to be 6 years or so before I'm making anything. It's planning for the future, but it's not too exciting until you're getting near it. You can drastically shorten that time by promoting, and through promoting, you can use your income. They don't like people getting involved in putting more and more money in and getting into debt for it, So they have this rule where it's just $50. You can't spend any more than that in the program. You can recruit, earn income. You can earn very good income if you do recruit. If everybody goes out and gets 3 people, you make a fortune. But we all know that most people don't go out and get 3 people. The average may well be close to 3 people, but that is because one person gets 1,000 and 300 people don't get anybody. So we know we've been involved in these matrices, and they all look, oh, I'm going to make a fortune. I'm going to be paid millions of dollars as soon as I've built it through 10 levels. Most people don't even get through 3 levels. So Beyond Infinity doesn't work that way. Just as a matter of interest, it's not a multi-level plan, but it does have some good ways where you can generate additional income through sharing Beyond Infinity with others. But as I say, most people don't get really excited about. They get in it because they can get in it for just $15 if they use the We Share Abundance account. We've got two accounts in Beyond Infinity. Either of them you can join, um, and you pay your $50, and we'll give you a $35 rebate, which is essentially our net commission. If you don't have $50, you can send us $15 and we'll pay the $50 for you. So either way, it costs you $15 to get into Infinity. But as I said, is it exciting when you say, it's going to put me in Easy Street in 5.5 to 6 years? No, not really for most people. They want it now, 5 to 6 minutes, you know. But what Beyond Infinity have done now, and this is a massive, massive, massive improvement and or step forward. The plan is the same. It's a very powerful plan, but you've got to work it. So what they've done now, they've said, okay, we are going to build a pool of people. We're going to target people that we want to help make money. Might be students. They're going to aim at students initially, and then they're going to move perhaps into vets or whatever. You know, they're going to pick a target market, if you like, that they want to be able to help and give advantage through We Share Abundance. They're going to build that pool, and it's going to be there, and you'll be able to then buy people from that pool. And how do you buy them? You just pay it forward for them. You pay it forward. You pay their $50 for it. You may not want to do that. You may want to do it. It's up to you. But if everybody starts to get into this mode of paying that $50 for 3 people from this bonus pool, everybody is going to start making money. But how are they going to build this pool? And this is interesting as well. They've put in place a car plan. Now, you may have seen programs in the past, and there's one going about now that just started not long ago. And I think that's like $31 a month or something. And you build a matrix. And if you get so many people in your matrix, which nobody's going to do, okay, 1 or 2 people out of every 100 might. You get your dream car. Okay. But what they've done is they said, okay, we're going to take that same incentive. We're going to take that same thing where you can get a car. But we're going to guarantee that everybody that participates is going to get a car. Everybody that participates is going to get a car. It's going to take a year. You don't have to do anything, but you do have to put some skin in the game. And how much you put in depends on the car that you are going to receive. Okay. So let's suppose your dream car is, I looked one up today, not because it's my dream car, just because it's a car that I know a lot of people aspire to, and that is the top of the range Range Rover. And in pounds, it's about £120,000. It's about $150,000. Suppose that was the car you wanted. Maybe you want a sports car. Maybe you want, maybe you just want a little run around. You know, you may not have aspirations of a great big car or whatever. But whatever. Let's put it this way. If you went to the dealership and said, look, I want that car there. I'm prepared to wait a year for it. And I'm going to put a 1% deposit on it. So your car's $150,000. You put down $1,500, okay? And in 1 year, I want you to deliver that car to me fully paid. And what's the distributorship going to do? They're going to laugh at you and say, what? Even if you were buying it, we'd want at least a 10% deposit. We'd want at least 15,000 off you. And then you'd be paying every month, boom, 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 or we're going to come and take your car back. You say, no, I'm only going to give you $1,500 in a year. You deliver that to me and it's mine free and clear. And that is what Beyond Infinity are going to do for you. You might not want a car that's that big. I think the minimum you can put in is $250. So you put in $250 and that'll get you a $25,000 car in 1 year's time, guaranteed. In fact, what they do in 10 months' time, you put your $250 in today, 10 months' time, they send you a uh, a message saying what car do you want. You can have a car up to this value, and it's up to 100 times whatever you put in. So you put in your 250, 25,000. So you say, okay, this is the car I want. You fill out the form. They go away. They find the dealership nearest to you. They do a deal with that dealership. They pay for your car. They pay for your road tax. They pay for everything. It's there ready for you. You've got to cover your own insurance, and you've got to put your own fuel in. Although most cars they fill up for you before you start, but ongoing costs for your insurance and your fuel and your maintenance from there on. But you get obviously the manufacturer's guarantees and things, and that's it. Come 12 months, and that car is delivered to you, or you go and pick it up. You've got that car free and clear, and it's cost you $250. It seems like $250, but what does it really cost you? It's not cost you anything, because we've had a lot of people that have wanted to put money into the Beyond Infinity Gold program, BIG. They call it the big program, Beyond Infinity Gold. And that is the passive income plan. And how do you bring that closer? By getting money into it. And the only way you've been able to do that in the past is by um, promoting, earning commissions, and then you can use your commissions to put in. But if you put in your 250 into the car plan, they take that 250 and they put it into the big program for you, moving you forward. If you wanted that $150,000 car and you put in your 1,500, they put that into the big program for you. So it's not only a way to get yourself a car in the future, but that is going to enhance your BIG program. It's going to get you onto a higher rate of interest that you're getting. It's going to move you along faster. It's going to shorten the time to get to where you want to go. It's going to allow you to put money in. You can put more money in if you want. You can have two plans of, I think the top plan is $2,000. You can put $2,000 in, and that gets you a $200,000 car. You may say, well, I want one for my wife as well. So you put another 2,000 in. So you can put more and more money in. And if you've got, you know, $2,000 or $4,000 into your big plan, you shorten that time span from 5 to 6 years down to months. Okay? And that's never been available in Beyond Infinity before. You can do that now through this. And so that car effectively is costing you nothing. Now, the one stipulation is that whenever you put funds into the big plan, you only get credit for 80% of it. So you put in 500, there's only actually 400 goes into the plan. But that 400 is earning the money all the time. I want to show you. Let me do a screen share. Let me do a screen share. Have we got anybody asking questions? We haven't at the moment. I'm going to do a screen share. Bear with me. Let me go here. Where are we? Screen share. Where is it? Screen. I understand. Where is it? Where is it? Window. Which window do we want? Let me find it. Just bear with me a second. We're getting there. I've lost Melon. Just a minute. We are getting here. I've got it now. I got it. Share. Now then I've got to come back here. Here. Show on stream. I'm going to go back to Facebook to make sure that that is coming up. It'll be a picture of a car. Yeah, okay. That is when I looked up the price of this car, because I know a lot of people think Range Rover is a good car. It probably is. I don't know. I don't know much about cars. The only Rover I ever had, the turning circle was really bad. So if this is the same, I would never buy one anyway. But having said that, let me get to there, because that's not what I want to show you. That's just what I wanted to do. But here we have a compound interest calculator. You've seen me use this before. It's online, and it's thecalculatorsite.com, and it tells you what you're doing. So let's suppose you put in $500 for the car plan. That'll get you a $50,000 car. That is a car that would be, most people would be happy with. I'd be happy with one for 25,000. I'll be honest with you. You know, I'm not really into cars, but there you go. So we've got this 500 that we put in, but we only get 80% of it into our big plan. So it's only $400 going in there. So you've enhanced your big plan by $400. The lowest interest rate you can get on that in that big plan is 3%. So we've looked at it at 3%, and that is a week. Okay, every week they pay you that 3%, and it compounds every week. And it's a year before you get your car. So you're 400 at 3% for 1 year, and calculated weekly, which is what it is. Your initial balance is $400. Okay, you've got all the money in that big plan anyway, but $400 you've been able to put into that big plan, and that at the end of a year has earned you $1,460. You can't withdraw that 400. It stays in there. It's not withdrawable. It's a gift from the company, if you like, that they say, okay, you can use it and it'll earn you interest, but you can't withdraw it. So it's not the 1860, but it's $1,400 that's made for you. Now, of course, if you put in more money, it goes up, but it goes up by the same percentage. It goes up by the same amount. You can see it grows and grows over that year. So your car has not only cost you nothing, you know, you've got a what did we put in? $500 into the car plan. You've got a $50,000 car, free and clear, and $1,460. It's better than free. It's better than free. You'll pay more than your um, insurance and fuel for the year, I'm sure. It's better than free. And I want to show you, I don't know whether this is still here. Yes, it is. If you want to do this, you can do it anytime you like now. Oh, it looks like the top amount is $1,500 you can put in. I thought it was 2,000, but it's $1,500. But if you go into your Beyond Infinity Club back office and you click on Big, it'll bring you to this page here, and you will see now the deposit to Big you can only make from this fund here. We've only got 625 up there at the moment. This is the one of the which are abundance accounts. You can see we've got $2,359 in our big balance. That has shortened the time span from 5.25 years to start getting paid in passive income down to under 6 months. So if you want to go and do similarly, I don't know what your balance is now. Let's suppose you've only got a couple of hundred in there, maybe. You can put in 1,500 or 1,250 or 1,000, or and you can put that in twice if you want to, so that you can get two cars. Here you go. This is receive a brand new car when you contribute to our marketing campaign, because they're going to take these funds and they're going to use them to fill that pool where you can buy your members. You can buy your 3 people. Now, I've suggested that they make it a stipulation that you've got to have 3 personally referred members to collect your car. That would cost you an extra $150 because you pay it forward for 3 people out of this program, and that would set you on the road to financial independence in addition to the big plan through the compensation plan. And it would help everybody and everybody and everybody and everybody build and get those 3 people. You'd finally see people, even though it's not a matrix, it doesn't work in that way. Those everybody getting 3 pushes everybody through. It's incredible. Okay, so when you make a non-refundable contribution to our marketing campaign, you are also contributing 1% towards a brand new car valued at 100 times the amount of your contribution. As I said, put in 250, you get a $25,000 car. 500, you get a $50,000 car. It depends on what you want, doesn't it? If you want a $300,000 car, a Bentley or Lamborghini or something like that, probably 300,000. You would need two $1,500 packages. Okay. For example, if you make a contribution of 500, you will be the owner of a brand new paid in full car valued at $50,000. Your contribution amount will also be added to your big balance following our normal deposit rules of 80%. That's what I've talked about. You put 500 in, you only got 400, but that is going to turn into over $1,000 in profit for you over that year while you're waiting without doing anything. That's passive. Being added to your big balance. The big balance can also contribute to an increase in your weekly profit share. Yeah, it starts out at 3%. Use the lowest one. You can get as much as 5%, I believe. Okay, it goes 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5. Yeah. Okay. $10,000. Once you've got $10,000 in your big plan, both you and any personal referrals is counted as well. So if we look at ours, we've got 2,359 here, but we've referred 105 people who between them have got $3,219 in the big plan. You take that 3,219 and you put it on here, we've got 5,500. So we're at tier 4. We need 10,000. 5,000 is tier 4, which is 4.5% per month. That makes a massive difference. You get 10,000 in, you're up to tier 5, which is giving you that 5%, which is huge. 5% a week. Okay. How do I get there? You say, okay, let's suppose you wanted that $300,000 car. You put in two $1,500 contributions to the marketing campaign. That gets you to 3,000. That's over where we are now. Okay. And you go and you buy 3 people from the pool, and maybe they don't want the car as big. But you've already got 3,000 in your plan. Maybe those 3 people, maybe one of them wants 250, one of them puts in 500, one of them puts in 750. You've got another 1,500 there. You're already almost up to that $5,000 level. And as you get your, what would you be getting? You'd be getting 4% below there. That will soon push you into that next level and the next level of percentages as well. It's exciting. It's really, really exciting. I've never seen a car plan like this. I've seen lots of them. Mary, what was the cosmetics firm? What's the cosmetic firm? Mary, can't think of her other name. Norman will know if he's in. Okay. Let me get back to Facebook and check that things are still working there. Yeah, they are. Let's stop sharing. They had a car plan for their distributors that if you got to a certain level, you got a pink Cadillac. Can't think of the name of the cosmetics firm now, but there was these pink Cadillac, and you saw a pink Cadillac driving around. You said, "Okay, that is a top distributor in that firm." But very few of the distributors. They have probably still have hundreds of thousands. Mary Kay Cosmetics, Deborah knows, okay? Norman might not be here, but Deborah's here filling me in. Right, Mary Kay, yeah. Very few got them, but there were plenty of those pink Cadillacs going around, but it was probably 1 or 2% of their distributors that actually got a car. This plan, in Beyond Infinity, everybody gets a car. And they get the opportunity to shorten that big plan time span from 5 to 6 years down to 5 to 6 months. It's amazing. It's amazing. You don't have to go out and pester your friends and family. Go out and pay it forward for 3 people. Get them to do the same thing. You'll be making a fortune out of the pay plan as well. It's complicated to explain how it all works. It's all in the training area, but it is. I know I've had a number of people say, I don't understand it. Okay. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to understand how pay plans work. What you've got to understand is if everybody gets 3, I'm going to be rich. Okay. That's all you need to know. So you put in your money into the marketing fund, buy your 3 people. I think you're allowed to buy 3 a month if you want. 3 is the maximum you're allowed in a month. And get them excited in the same way that I'm excited about this plan. And they'll say, yeah, I want a new car. How many people out there do you know that would put $250 down on a car for $25,000 and wait for it for 12 months to get it free and clear? Nearly everybody out there, would be happy to do that. You go and talk to people. You say, "Oh, I've got a great business opportunity. It's $250 or $250. Oh, I'm not doing that." But you go out and say, "Would you like a $25,000 car for $250?" Oh yeah, I'm in. They don't want to know any of the other details. That's all they want to know. Okay? Yeah, I'm in. Boom. Where do I pay for it? Those people that haven't got 250 for a beautiful business opportunity, they've got 250 to get a $25,000 car. I'll guarantee it. They might go without bread for a month. They'll get that $250 because they want that car. And that's the difference. That's why these car plans are used so often. And that's why there's a plan out there. As I say, I've seen it knocking around. I've not looked at it, but I know how they work because they're all the same. You know, pay you $30 a month, and you'll soon have a car. Most people won't have a car. Let's get real. Put your 250 into this, you're guaranteed a car. Everyone that gets involved will have a car. Not only that, you'll have a profit on your 250 in 12 months' time. Not only that, you'll be building a passive residual income through the compensation plan. You don't care how it works. It doesn't matter. All you do is you say, okay, I've made this commission again this month. How did you get that? I don't know. I just did this. I put my money into the car plan and I bought 3 people. Simple. Okay. Is it exciting? I think it's exciting. I think it's very exciting. It's going to make it 3 bankers that we've got instead of 2. We've already got Vortic United, a banker. We've already got Incomation. It's a banker. Incomation, you need $2,000. It's a banker. We've now got Beyond Infinity. You need $250, and then piff 3 people in at $50 each, $400. You're going to get a new car. You're going to be in profit. You're going to be making money. That's what I've got for you today. I'm exhausted. I've got numbers for you. I didn't even take them yesterday, it looks like, because I've got them down for the 26th of April. So what I've got now is for the last 48 hours, because today's the 27th. It is, isn't it? Yeah, 27th. We have a net increase of 4 in our registered members to 38,824. As I said, it's over 48 hours. It means that in those 48 hours, we've taken out a bunch of people that haven't logged in for 2 months, and we've had a bunch of people coming in, and a bunch of people coming in is 4 more than the bunch of people we took out. We've got an increase of 34 in our active members to 3,674. Those are people that are logging in every day. And the bonus pool's gone up $1 to $10,125 in Multiply Weezer. No change in the membership levels of the people that have bought advertising there. But that bonus pool has been consistent now, going up a little bit. You get that just for logging in. It's your revenue share on the advertising that you buy. And that's been going consistently. Why? Because of Poverty Crusher. Okay, the compensation plan in Multiply Weezer at the moment is there. It's putting value, putting extra money into your wallet, but it's not worth drawing at the moment. Why? Because the Multiply Weezer currency is Weezer tokens, and they're not worth anything much at the moment. I bought some today. Can't remember what I paid. I think I paid about half a cent each for them. I've been stacking them away for a while. I'm getting close to 2 million now. Why am I doing that? Because I know as We Share Abundance grows its gross national product, the value of those tokens is going to increase. 2 million tokens, they're only going to get to 1 cent each, and I've made a huge profit on what I've bought them at. They get to 10 cents each, you know, it's $200,000. They get to $1 each, it's $2 million. It'll buy me a nice little retirement home. Okay, so that's why I buy them whenever I got a little bit of extra cash. I go and buy $5 worth or $10 worth or whatever it may be. And I'd say I've got nearly 2 million now. That's my next stake. Okay, and Richard says it sounds too good to be true. Many things in life sound too good to be true. Many of them are, but some of them are too good to miss. It's up to you to decide whether it's too good to miss or too good to be true. Okay, that's it from me. Let's check in Melon app and see if we've got any people in there other than Lewis from Portugal, who was in early on. See if we've got anybody in or any questions in the Facebook group. No. So that's it. I did send a message out about that Beyond Infinity plan today. It's in your inbox, in We Share Abundance, in your internal mailer. If you're on one of our main mailing lists, you'll have got an email about it as well. They do have a webinar coming up on the 29th, which is Saturday at, I've forgotten what time it's at. I've got a feeling it's early afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, but I can't remember. I've got a feeling it's 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be like 6:30 here in the UK on Saturday. Don't hold me to that, but the time is actually in your in that message I sent you. I've got a question here from somebody I've just seen. Well, it's from Lewis. Just a minute. The tokens that we buy on the Waves exchange do not appear in the back office. Stay on the platform. Yeah, they stay on the platform. They're in your account in Waves. I'm not going to do a screen share now, but I could show you my account in Waves, and there it's got. I think I'm up to. It's about 1,890,000 or something like that. I've got at the moment. You can get a bunch of them for $5 or $10, and yeah, they stay in the Waves platform. Okay, that's it from me. I'll be here as always, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Get excited about Beyond Infinity. Share it with others. That's what life is about, being of loving service to others. Don't keep it to yourself. Get out there, share, be of service. Be amazed how happy you'll be and how everything will just flow into your life. Everything that you've ever dreamed of and wanted, it just come to you. You'll be so happy and contented. You won't know why you didn't do it earlier. Till tomorrow, big week warriors. Get out there, share love and abundance, go the extra mile, help a few people, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Till then, I'll see you later, alligator. Oh, yeah, in a wild crocodile. Who's excited about Beyond Infinity? See you later. Don't forget to smile. See you later, alligator. Woo! Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah, yeah.